These crooks walked into the store to rob it, not knowing the most dangerous man was inside. On a sunny morning in 1992, Mercer gets a call from social services. Having recently taken conditional custody of his son, Antoine, he's quickly learning that parenting doesn't come with a manual, but it should. Meanwhile, Riggin, a wannabe ex-criminal, convinces his friend Copeland to join him for one last heist. Classic. Back at Mercer's house, breakfast turns into a battle when Antoine refuses to eat, showing the audacity of a teenager who seems to have studied rebellion at the Boys and the Hood Academy. To make matters worse, the radio fuels the fire with updates on the Rodney King case, intensifying racial tensions. Mercer tries to lay down the law as a dad, but loses it when Antoine swears under his breath. House rules, young man. Elsewhere, Riggin figures the best way to get his dad on board with the heist is to pitch it like a desperate timeshare salesman. Unsurprisingly, the old man, a professional killjoy, mocks the entire plan, adding more fuel to Riggin's frustrations. Meanwhile, Mercer, now a community peacemaker at the local grocery store, stops a group of wannabe troublemakers. They only back down when the neighborhood boss, DeVille, recognizes Mercer as a local legend. With a touch of Goodfellas, DeVille casually asks, "When do you get out of prison?" When the Rodney King verdict triggers a frenzy, Riggin has a brilliant idea. Cops are distracted. Time for the heist. As he rallies his crew, Mercer, ever the responsible dad, decides to take Antoine to work at the Platinum Depot because maybe the middle of a riot isn't the best place for a curious teenager. Naturally, Riggin and his gang are already on their way to the same depot, along with his dysfunctional dad, ready to make history or a colossal mess. At the depot, Riggin, who probably never read an ethics handbook, meets the guard, Joseph, and tries to keep things peaceful. Things go south fast when his dad's goons decide casual murder is a good idea. Antoine, trying to join the protests, gets dragged back to the car by Mercer, who explains that trashing your own neighborhood is exactly what the cops want. Burning down your own backyard won't solve anything. Inside the depot, chaos reigns. In a slapstick moment, Riggin accidentally crushes Copeland's leg with a forklift. As his friend screams in agony, Riggin's dad seizes the forklift keys, choosing stolen platinum over saving lives. Things escalate to Tarantino-level absurdity. To add to the drama, a police helicopter shows up. If I were Mercer, I wouldn't have left Antoine alone for a second. As for Riggin, I'd have ditched his problematic dad the moment he started talking. In the heart of the abandoned warehouse, the thieves disable the alarm as efficiently as someone hitting snooze, compensating with drama by shooting Joseph again. Meanwhile, Mercer and Antoine have their own day from hell. They stumble upon a group of men terrorizing an innocent couple. Mercer intervenes with fists flying and yells, "Get out of here," as the couple escapes terrified. Moments later, Mercer and Antoine are stopped by police more interested in enforcing curfew than protecting anyone. After enduring police harassment, they're released, leaving Antoine shaken by the harsh reality of systemic abuse. Back at the depot, the thieves blow open the vault and are ready to cash in. But their celebration is cut short when a helicopter flies by, briefly pausing their fireworks show. Mercer arrives and senses something's off. The guard's missing, and the place screams, "Trap." He sends Antoine to the bathroom, where Dennis, one of the thieves, nearly has a heart attack at seeing him and pulls a gun. Meanwhile, Mercer finds Joseph dead, grabs his gun, and is greeted by a hail of bullets. After a frantic chase and some die-hard level maneuvers, Mercer takes down Riggin, the thieves' driver, and uses him as a hostage. The chaos deepens when Mercer discovers the thieves' target, platinum. In the vault, Riggin's dad reveals his unique talent for villainy, threatening everyone, including his own son, while berating Copeland, who's already down a leg. Amid the chaos, Mercer eliminates Copeland, sparing everyone from his whining and stress. Dennis, emotionally wrecked, tries to console Antoine, but the teen faces a bigger problem. Riggin's dad discovers his lie about Mercer and uses him as leverage to trade for Riggin. Mercer disables the thieves' getaway van and engages in a rooftop fight with one of the goons, ending in a dramatic crash through a skylight. During the hostage exchange, Mercer uses Riggin as a human shield, because peaceful negotiations aren't a thing in action flicks. Riggin's dad orders Antoine's execution, but Mercer leaps into action, triggering a frantic shootout where Dennis is fatally wounded. Riggin, devastated by Dennis's death, turns on his father, but it's too late. The final chaos unfolds when Riggin's dad and his goons steal Mercer's car, starting a high-speed chase. Riggin, emotionally shattered, shoots his dad, but is mortally wounded in the process. In a climactic moment, Antoine, shaking like a leaf, saves Mercer by shooting Riggin's dad in the back. It's the boy's shining moment, though marked by trauma. The depot shootout, clearly inspired by Reservoir Dogs, even features the archetypal authoritarian dad villain. Speaking of which, I would never have let Antoine go to the bathroom alone in a place full of armed criminals. Also, calling for reinforcements the moment I saw a helicopter would have been my move, but action heroes always have to handle everything solo for the spectacle. Riggin's moral conflict with his father adds depth to his character, showing that even in a life of crime, family dynamics can be messy. But here's a thought-provoking question for the audience. Do you think Antoine will overcome his trauma and learn to trust others? Or will the events of the depot scar him for life? Before you leave, don't forget to check out our latest video where a teacher is assigned to a class of delinquents but turns out to be a kung fu legend. See you there.